Okay, so I've got another tree I want to take down today back here behind the barn. And of course what the problem is these trees are so close to the barn, it's bad for the foundation as well as it's tearing up the roof. But here is my situation with this particular tree, and you can see how tall it is. It goes up there quite a bit. I can't have it fall this direction because I've got a shed, and I don't want to take out my shed. I've got a fence here and a gate, and then of course I've got the barn and more fencing here. So I have to make sure that tree falls this direction. So in order to do that, what we have done is we have a series of tow ropes and chains. Took a ladder, Andrew went up there, attached it to the tree. Then I've got a little bit of tension on it, going back to my old 8-in tractor that's more than 70 years old. And we're going to do some cutting, and then the plan is to pull it down with the tractor so that it falls just where we need it to go. So we'll see how this works. Well, I'm back, and things did not go exactly as planned. However, things were okay. What I had originally planned to do was notch out the tree at an angle a little bit to weaken it and also help guide it in the particular direction I wanted it to fall. Then I was going to have Sarah take a video of me pulling the tree down with the tractor. But as you can see, things went a little premature, so I notched it, was getting ready, was about to go get Sarah to have her film me pull it down, and I started hearing this sound, a creaking sound, and I had several seconds of anxiety as I wondered what was about to happen. Where was this tree going to go? Luckily, I had enough tension on the line between the tree and the tractor that it went exactly where it was supposed to go. So everything turned out right. However, you didn't get to see a neat video of a tree falling down, but that's okay. The next step is I'm going to cut these limbs off. Some of the limbs can be used as firewood as well, especially the larger limbs, and then the main body of the tree I will just be cutting up into firewood for next winter. Okay, as you can see, we have started cutting off the limbs. Here's our limb pile. We'll be able to get some firewood off the limbs, and the rest of it will go in the wood chipper, and we can make mulch out of that. So we end up with a tree that's pretty well stripped out, not quite done, but you get the gist of it. And then we'll just start on the end and just start cutting off pieces of firewood. Just wanted to show everyone what ends up happening to the limbs that we put through the wood chipper. We just take old dog food bags and fill them up, and you can see just nice mulch that we can use on our garden, so nothing goes to waste. And this is the wood shed that I built a couple of years ago just to store some of our firewood. You can see on this end we use end pieces from sawmills. That works really great. They're long, burning, stacked nice and neat. So if you've got sawmills in your area, something to think about. See if you can get the end pieces from the sawmill. And for trees that we cut down, here's where it ends up. We just stack it up. You can see our recent tree here cutting up. And then up top, got the smaller stuff of kindling to get the fire started. You need to season wood at least 6 months for it to dry. So we cut, through the winter, spring, and then through the summer and fall. It's hot enough in the Ozarks, and no problem with this firewood getting nice and dry. And so there will be a lot more of this eventually in here. We will be restocking the wood that we cut down and storing it in here. I was going to the garden to show one more thing, but as I walked by, I saw Sarah is doing something here, so I wanted to have Sarah tell us, what are you doing? What are you working on here?
Well, I'm making the front of the house all pretty with starts that I started by seed. I've got safflower, calendula, snapdragons, chamomile. This will be lemon balm. It comes back year after year. And I'm trying something new this year. I'm planting in old boots. So these were leaking, so I figured there's holes in there somewhere. So we're just going to see how it goes.
Okay, again, letting nothing go to waste.
Yep.
Even old boots.
and old watering cans that don't leak. Well, I mean, they do leak, and then this comes off, so it makes no sense to fill it with water. So we planted that too.
So reusing things on the homestead. And I wanted to end the video here at our compost pile. Now, this is going to be a video in and of itself explaining how the compost pile works, so we're not going to get into that right now. I just wanted to show you something here on the end. This is a pile of ashes. So even after the firewood is burned, it still has a use on the homestead. Save up the ashes and can add it to our soil as needed. There's a lot of things in those ashes that can add nutrients to the soil. And so even after the wood is burned, it still has a use. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Again, subscribe, like it, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.